We're going to wrap up the Marshall County portion of Marshall County Media Day with the Brindlee Mountain Lions this afternoon. Coach Jake Pittman coming in for his first season for the Brindlee Mountain Lions. Coach, if you'd let the guys introduce themselves and their position, then some opening comments from you, we'd appreciate it.
Go ahead. Will Palmer, right tackle and nose guard.
Preston Stroud, I'm a senior, wide receiver and safety.
Aiden Valachi, I'm a junior. I play middle linebacker and O-line.
When I was hired, I got hired in the middle of May, so we didn't have a spring training this year. So we're kind of wrapping up summer right now, 7-on-7s, OTAs, that type of thing, and we'll start fall camp this week. We're kind of, I guess, middle heavy. We've got 4 seniors, 7 juniors, and the rest of us are freshmen and sophomores. So really young team, but I'm extremely excited about this year. You know, it's my first year as head coach. Don't really know what to expect. Season gets here, but, you know, these guys have come in and worked really hard. These 3 guys, they're here with me today because they're leaders on this team. Some of them silent leaders and do their, talking through their actions, but I'm extremely excited about these guys.
Coach, talk about the things that you've done as a team this summer, maybe OTAs, 7-on-7s, getting you prepared for camp to start next week.
Yeah, we've had an OTA with Susan Moore beginning of the summer, and really, to be honest, we just wasn't pleased with the way that went that day. Our effort wasn't there. You know, a lot of new stuff, a lot of new offense, a lot of new defense. You know, everything's changing. But that Thursday we went to the 7-on-7 at Abbeville that Douglas hosted and really competed that day. I was proud when we got on the bus that day. I was extremely pleased with our effort that day. And then we've also had a OTA day with Woodville this summer. So.
Hey, Coach, good to see you, man.
Yes,
guys.
sir.
I did want to ask you, when you were trying to build a program, what are some of the things from the time, obviously, that you got here, trying to establish that with this team, this program, to kind of get the program moving in the right direction?
Yeah. This summer, I kind of challenged the guys. You'll see us with our compressions on at the 7-on-7s is we got BET on our chest, and I can let these guys kind of explain what that means, but that's sort of what we've themed the summer on and kind of built off of. So, William.
I'm going to just go over brotherhood real quick. I think that brotherhood is just a really important part of having an effective team. If you ain't got the brotherhood and you ain't got that connection there's no way to put it together as a unit. So I think that's really important.
All right, and the E, that's going to be effort. You know, we're going to go out there every day. We're going to put as much in as we can get. You know, we're going to be out there with our team. We're going to try to make each other better. So that's the effort part.
And the T in BET stands for toughness, so you can take a hit and get right back up and give another one out.
Coach, being not only a first-year head coach at Brindlee Mountain, but a first-year head coach overall, what is something that a message that you're trying to get through to these young men? I kind of feel like we kind of laid that a little bit right there, but what is something that you're trying to get stuck into their mindset? And then part 2 to that for the guys, how have you responded to that challenge that you've had really only the summer or so to get used to a new coach? How have you guys translated that to propel you forward?
Yeah, I mean, I like what they just talked about, but also accountability and commitment. You know, one thing at Brindlee Mountain we've had troubles with in the past, I would say, is commitment. You know, a lot of kids like to come out and play one year, and then they have it the next year or so, and they come back maybe for their senior year. We're challenging these guys to show up every day. We're trying to hold them accountable, and we're just really trying to build a program through the weight room and through the culture that we're trying to build.
Coach, your first year at Brindlee Mountain, and Brindlee Mountain hadn't had a lot of success. So I'll ask you, why Brindlee Mountain for you?
Well, I was an assistant at Brindlee Mountain last year, so I was promoted to this job, and really, I just love these guys. Just being around them, I see what they want, and I see that what they need as far as, you know, some consistency at head coach, and so I'm just trying to be that consistent guy for them.
Guys, over the years you've had, let's see, three head coaches the last 3 years, I think. Talk about what you've seen different in Coach Pittman, maybe than you saw in the ones that were before him.
I mean, I really think Coach Pittman, he's really tried to touch earth with us and be more real and show that he's always there for us more than most other coaches have before.
So yeah, like Will said, Coach Pittman's always going to be there for us. Whether we're on the team or not. We're graduated, we're gone, but he's always pushing us as hard as he can. Every day we're going to be out there. Coach is going to be out there with us. We're all going to be doing everything together.
Yeah, I've only been at Brindlee for a year, but since I've been there, I've noticed that Coach, he puts his all into his work and tries to make sure that we're a good team and that we can be better than we are right now.
Coach, I understand the young man that was killed recently was from your school, and I don't know if he was on the football team, but he was part of your team. I know that's tough right now for the community and maybe for the team, but is that something you can rally around the team as you go forward into fall camp next week?
Yeah, I think that God puts us through trials to try to pull us together and pull us closer to Him, and so, we're going to try to build this thing off of that situation and make it a positive and not a negative. And I really think, just hearing that tragic news this week, that was heartening and, humbling for all our community. But I really think these guys have, over the last day or so, have pulled together and seen more and more togetherness.
This is to the guys here. What does it mean to represent your team, your community, your school, being selected today to come up here to be at the podium and represent Brindlee Mountain?
I mean, it means a lot to me because just I always try to be a leader and just try to get the guys up, make sure that they're always doing good, and it means a lot that Coach selected me to be down here today and, just playing for my school and playing for my community. A lot of people don't see it, but it does help out a whole lot when it comes to bringing the community together, whether it be 1,000 people or a couple hundred.
So yeah, like you said, it means a lot to us that we're up here, representing our team. He sees what we're doing at practice. He sees what we're doing in the weight room. We're trying to bring those other guys up, the young guys we have in our team, in our facility. So we're all just working together. He sees it. We're trying to lift them up with us.
Yeah, as Coach said, we don't have too many older guys, so it feels good to be able to be here and go back later and, help the little younger ones, get better.
What have I know y'all are teenagers, still young, but what have you learned? What has football taught you about life and growing up and then to be a productive person in life? What is football? What is it teaching you? Not what has it taught you, but what is it teaching you?
It's teaching me that even if some days you wake up and you feel like you can't do it, that you always got to be there, and there's always a need for you to be there, Really just work hard and mental toughness. That's a big thing for us down here is teaching our guys mental toughness. So I think that really helps.
So as everybody knows, football is a team sport. So, just kind of engraves it into your mind. You go through life with your brothers, your teammates, y'all grow old. So just makes you really think about, those are the guys you're going to be with on the field. You might as well just become close with them.
I mean,
Aiden's a leader with his hat on. Yeah, he's one of those guys that as soon as he puts that hat on, that's when everything turns real, So I know that, these guys up here, I'm just want to say I'm proud of them. Will Palmer, he's a guy that goes to work all day, comes to summer workouts in the end, and he's the first one there working his tail off. Preston, he's kind of that silent leader too. Everybody sees him, looks up to him a lot, and they really, the young guys rally around his efforts. And Aiden, he's a lot different in the weight room than he is up here in the microphone. He's loud, he's in your face, and let's go. If I don't have to bring the energy, he will.
Coach, you stole my question because I was going to ask why you brought those three young men to represent the football team, but I think you've just answered that question. Talk about how important it is. Your first head coaching job, your first game is going to be against a county rival in week 0 in DAR. Then you've got Bina before you get into region play in Whitesburg Christian. I know it's vitally important for you to get a win in those first couple of weeks. So would you just expound on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think football's a game of momentum, and I think it's a game, whether you're in the game or, go look at the schedule, momentum is big, and so that first game, that really can set the tone for us for the year, and we hope to get a win that night, and right now we're really working hard for that first game. We don't look ahead of that. We just, one day at a time. The only team we've talked about is us right now. So.
Guys, I'll ask you, what does it mean that Coach Pittman chose you guys to come and represent the football team, the school, and the community there at Brindlee Mountain?
It really just means that, he sees a whole lot in me that sometimes I don't even see myself. And I'm really happy that he chose me to come out here and just represent our football team and our establishment there. And I really think that, that he made a good choice on that.
Yeah, like Will said, it means a lot to all three of us up here. We would bring the whole team if we were allowed to. We have a lot of players that look up to Coach, as a second father figure. Coach is always there, so it just means a lot that, he trusts us. We're out here, we're speaking for the school, we're speaking for the community, so, it just feels right to be up here.
Yeah, it means a lot to be out here and, support and show our school off a little bit, show love for us. It feels great to be up here.
Coach, I'll ask you this, and I want the players to answer it too. Your goals for this football team, your first football team, and guys, your goals for the team, and also maybe any individual goals that y'all will have for this 2024 season.
Yeah, our goals for the year is just be a team, fight to the finish. Several times last year we got down a score or two, and we tend to lay down. This year we want to try to fight to the fourth quarter, to that last buzzer rings. That's been a challenge for us in the past, and to me, we just want to be competitive in every game we play.
No, I really think one of the goals for this year is really just work as one unit. That's a whole lot of what our team's built around, because if we just have a whole bunch of guys yelling and trying to work for themselves, there's nowhere that we're going to get. And I really think that would help us out a whole lot. And I'm really trying to leave everything up on the field this year, whether it be me helping out other younger guys or just leaving all my talents there.
So yeah, it is going to be my last year playing. So I'm going to leave everything out in the field. I'm going to push those guys as hard as we can out there. We don't want to do what we did last year, so we're definitely going to bring it a little harder this year. We're going to try to turn things around a little bit.
Yeah, team goal for us would probably be just be as competitive as you can and give it your all with everything you got out there. And as a personal goal, probably just be to become a better leader, get better leadership skills.
Anybody, anything for Brindlee Mountain? Guys, we appreciate you being here. Good luck, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having us.
Thank you.
All right.